Hello everyone, it's Nisha with Inspiring Beautiful Creations. I'm back again to share with you another collaboration that I'm a part of. I am in a collaboration with Memory Lane Keepsakes. She is hosting a Sweet Treats collaboration. This collaboration will be for 12 months. We will post one video per month sharing our projects that we made with the theme of sweet treats. Each month will be a different type of theme, but we're always going to use something that's in our sweet treats collection. So I'm excited about creating things for everyone. I hope you enjoy the items that we make. And then there's a talented group of women that are going to be a part of this collaboration, and all of their information will be listed in the description box below. So please make sure that you come along for the journey, check out everyone's channel. Leave us some wonderful comments, inspiring us to continue to keep going, because this is going to be for the whole year. So we have to have that inspiration just to keep going every month, to just be able to be as creative as we can. The theme today for this month, January, was winter. So we had to come up with a sweet treat product for the month of winter. Now we can be as creative as we want to be. We can use whatever we want. There were no limitations on that. Just make sure we use sweet treats. So an inspiration that came to me, I was shopping for some simple cards to be able to give to my daughter to take to her teacher, because I didn't have time this particular winter to be able to create anything. So with that being said, I came across this one particular card, and it really struck me. And what you see now is actually the image of the card. I altered it to make what I wanted, but this was the card. I'll try and make sure I show you some pictures to what things look like before, if I altered them, and to what they look like now. So in this particular case, what I did was I actually saw this, sorry for the glare, but I actually saw this was a card, and I deconstructed the card, and I wanted to make it a shaker card, just so, because I love shakers. So I just wanted to show some little fun little elements to it. So what I did was make a sign. It actually has a hanging element on it, and the theme is sweet treats, and it says, "Oh, what fun." So when I saw this, and it has a glittered background on the back, this is like an ice blue paper. It's really, really pretty. And I put some shaker mix in here, and I also attached some on the outside so it looked like everything was still cohesive and floating. So when I saw this card that I'd never used, I was like, that's going to be my theme, because that looks like winter to me. And it wasn't necessarily Christmassy, but it was winter themed. So I also looked in my stash, and I came across some actual paper that I had, and it had the snowflakes on it, and I was like, wow, it's amazing that these colors match. So I really like this palette. So this was the color theme that I also chose to go with, since I saw that one. And then I just happened to be looking through some of my stuff, and I came across one of my mugs, and I said, you know what, this is really what I would say for winter, because this little mug has a little sweater knit to it, and it's really, really beautiful. And it's just a really nice mug. And then I went as far as to say, you know what am I going to do with what I create? I want to be able to share that with someone. And I thought about a friend of mine that was actually dealing with being shut in because of the winter, affecting their particular area where she lives. And I said, you know what, I want to just send her a little something, just so she can maybe have a smile for the day, just to warm her up, because they're not used to all of that winter weather. I live in the state of Florida, so we got a little chill here as well too, so we weren't used to that weather as well. So I understand what she was going through. So I just wanted to send her a little something to help cheer her up and warm her up for the winter. So this is what I actually used. So what I'm going to do is take a moment, and I'll set it up and show you how I packaged everything, and then go through each item individually, and as well as show you the items that I used to help create some of these things. But this right here was my inspiration. Be right back. Here are some of the items that I used to help create this project for the Sweet Treats collaboration, and I'll just go through a couple of them. And I used my Stampin' Up! Ink pad, and my colors were Marina Mist. I used a Snowflake stamp by Echo Parks. This is a sweater embossing folder, and I really love the texture that it comes out, but this also matched up with my mug that I had over there. Sorry for the glare. So I used this embossing folder from Stampin' Up. I used this sentiment from Stampin' Up because of the fact that I thought that the words were just the theme that I was going for, as well as this particular banner. I used the snow marker where it allows the ink to actually rise, puff up, and make it look like snow. I used my stamps from Paper Tray Ink, sorry for the glare again, to cut out some of the sentiments, the marshmallows, and things of that nature. I used my Martha Stewart Snowflake Punch. I used this paper pad called Ice Crystals. I used a sheet from this pad, and it was from the Michael's Hot Spots. I used an assortment of my different particular sequences, and I used some of this ribbon that I got during the Christmas holidays from, I believe it was from Michael's, that they had the triple ribbon. So these are some of the items that I used to create some of the projects that I'm going to show you. Here is the box that I created to package my sweet treats that I'm sending to my friend. And I just wanted to give her something to smile about and just to have fun with. As you can see here, I used that wrapping paper to actually wrap the whole box. And then on the inside, when she opened it up, I wanted her to be surprised about some of the things that she would see. So I just made her a little welcoming message, and I titled it The Winter Sweet Treats, and then Just For You. So therefore she knew exactly what she would be getting. So I made her a card, and I again love my shaker cards. And because I cut that card that that I told you that I purchased, I cut the end off. I didn't want that to go to waste, so what I did was make a little shaker element here, so therefore it could be a part of the card. And here's that sentiment that I showed you. Here's that sweater texture that I showed you that the embossing folder did. And then there's that banner, excuse me. And then there's the Martha Stewart snowflake. And then I put some little snowflake sequences here, just so it can kind of warm up the card a little bit. And then when you open it up, the sentiment on the inside, this is where I use that stamps from Echo Park, and I stamped my background, and I just said sweet treats to warm you up this winter, enjoy. And then just a little cup with some steam coming out of it. So I hope she enjoys. And now I'll go through the box. So here we have, it's a tight pack. Here we actually have the cup, the mug. And what I did was I actually took a paper cup that I had, that I purchased, and then I just actually used that, I used this stencil with the sweater, and I just cut out some paper from that paper pad, and I just embossed it. And then I just went ahead and made this particular, again, that saying again, and these are punches and dies that I have, and then another little snowflake, and it's just a disposable cup. I'll take some of these out and save those for later. So this is the cup. Okay, on the inside, I also have some hot chocolate. So these are the hot chocolate K-cups. It's just some hot cocoa. And what I did was just label them all just for decorative purposes. But I gave her some of these so she can go ahead and use those. I also packaged up some marshmallows for her. And sorry for that glare. But with the particular marshmallows, I just called them snowballs because they look like little snowballs, and that's the stamp I had. Again, I used some of that sweater paper, embossed paper that I have here. And then with the marshmallows, what I chose to do, as you can see, I actually used that snow pen. And I puffed it up so it has an actual feel of like it could be some snow on top of that. And then I used just a hint of Wink of Stella. I'm not even sure if you can see that, but just a little bit of Wink of Stella just to give it some shimmer, like it is some snowballs. So this is part of that. I also included some candy canes, and my stamp had the 5-cent candy canes. Just stamp that out, and again I used some more of that sweater paper, or the embossed paper that I used, and then I did the embossing on just a white background here, just so it gave it a little bit of dimension and made you feel. But these are those peppermints that just melt in your mouth. They're just wonderful peppermints, but I really love these, and I know she'll love those too. I also gave her, again, I embossed the sweater pattern. It's some sweet treats. So in here, I just put a little sign, a little bow, and on the back, some snowflakes. And the candy that's inside of here are some mini Ghirardellis here. Sorry, I was out of frame. So, and then I also gave her some of that cookie dough mix, because I know she's going to want to love to bake some cookies. So it's sugar cookies, but it's just the mix that she can put together. I use, again, some more of the embossed paper that I used from the paper pad that I embossed with the sweater stamp. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And then I just put another stamp here of some star-shaped sugar cookies, but I actually used some drops, Nouveau drops, to make it look like the frosting that you would probably put on top of some cookies, and just a little, I forgot what this is called around the edge, just some glitter glue around the edge, so therefore it just looked like we made the cookies with a little frosting. And this is literally just a belly band, and then that's what the back of that looks like here. So she'll be able to have fun. One of the other things that I put in the box for her is actually a star cookie cutter. So therefore she can go ahead and make those same cookie cutters. Another thing that I have in this particular box is because my children love sprinkles and anything that's, makes a cookie fun to make, I added some shimmering crystals, and then some sprinkles, some frosted white sprinkles that she can actually put on top of the cookies. And she'll also have a recipe in there of how to make the icing if she wants to make some cookie icing, royal icing. So, and I gave her a little spoon, so therefore she can just go ahead and decorate that. And again, this is just a little sign that I had, because I didn't actually have anything other that I felt the same would say for sprinkles. I just put just a little bling, so therefore she knows I love blingy stuff. So I added that to her particular package. Now she's going to be able to have a to-go cup, but then she's going to also have this personal cup, so she can go ahead and keep warm and snuggly, and just, I hope that she thinks of me whenever she drinks from this particular cup. So I had fun making this. I want to make sure that you remember to check out everyone's channel. Go in my description box. They'll all be listed, the collaborators. We also have some participants that I actually included in this particular month that may not be joining every month, but they will also be listed down. Our host, Tanya from Memory Lane Keepsakes, her information will also be posted, and I'll link the original video if you all want to check it out and contact Tanya or anything like that. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch my video, and thank you all for leaving a comment, leaving me a thumbs up, just making me feel, warm and happy inside during this winter month. I want to remind you all to check my description box for the other collaborators and the other participants who are joining along in this collaboration with Memory Lane Keepsakes for the Sweet Treats Collaboration 2018. I want to make sure that you all keep warm this winter. And again, share with me down below, what sweet treats you would like to receive in a box for this particular winter. So thank you again. Stay warm, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your winter. I'll have some pictures, some still pictures of the shots of everything after this video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.